For reflections, what we're looking at is something very similar to the type of thing we talked about with symmetries and even in odd functions, where we have that if you got some function f of x, negative f of x reflects our graph about the x-axis. So be careful there when it says reflects about the x-axis. That means that we're flipping it over in a sense with, what would that be, horizontal symmetry, so it looks sort of like you're flipping it over vertically almost. And then if you take f of negative x, that reflects about the y-axis, so we're flipping around that way. It looks a little bit horizontal, but again, let's see with an example if this isn't so bad to do. So here we want to use the graph of the cube root function f of x to graph h of x equals the cube root of negative x. So it's the same sort of process we used last time. We start with our cube root function graph that we know, and then we understand that because we are inserting into there a negative x instead of a regular x, as it were, well, we are just going to be flipping it around the y-axis, just essentially turning it around, as it were, to get that new graph. Next, we're going to talk about the types of things you can do with stretching and shrinking the dimensions of the graph by inserting constant multiples in the same sort of way that we did with constant addition and subtraction, and see that does a little bit of a different thing to the picture.